Hello all, it's Jaames Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Heads Will Roll Reforged and our Season 3, yes, our third Let's Play of Heads Will Roll Reforged, where we have gotten to the point in this particular playthrough, I think we're on the 4th episode, and we're in the city of Treviso, inside of the Venetian Republic. We have stepped into unknown territory. I have never... this is DLC. I've never done this before, so it's all new stuff. Ought to be fun. Alright, let's go see the camp physician, since we, as always, have some sort of toxicity going on. It's 0 to heal? Sure. I guess all the doctors love us now. Okay, I suppose we've arrived in a new place at a new time. We're not tired or anything, so I suppose we should jump straight into socializing and go see Mr. De Rossi. When you present yourself to the new commander, you hand him the documents received in Venice which confirm your appointment and instruct you to join his detachment. Rolando de Rossi turns out to be a middle-aged man with the weary gaze of a veteran who's seen a great deal. After hastily glancing over the sheets of parchment, he tosses them to the corner of the table, folds his arms across his chest, and stares at you thoughtfully. There was an occasion back when I served in Parma. They bring a new cannon to our camp, a large one, a big-ass revolt. I line up the soldiers, then call the first one. I say, Vincenzio, lift the cannon. He gets under the gun carriage, tries hard, huffs and puffs a lot, but fails to lift it. I call the second one. Salvatore, assist your comrade. Salvatore crawls down there and joins him. They both pant hard and sweat buckets. No progress. So I call upon the third one. Valentino, help your friends out. And then the three of them end up lying there, looking as if they're about to give birth, but the cannon still doesn't budge an inch. Can't lift it, Captain, they yell. Ain't no way. And what the hell did you expect, you morons? I tell them. This beast weighs 1,500 pounds. Now, why am I telling you this? I don't know how things were for you in the English army, but I'm very strict about this. You should think less and understand more. And work with your head, not with your ass. Understood, Captain? So here's the situation. It is all quiet now. The Genoese troops that are nearest to Treviso are a week's march from the city. So there's no need to panic at the sight of a cloud on the horizon like my previous deputy did. You're new here, so get started by making some acquaintances. Show them that you're someone to be respected and gain some authority. And then keep an eye on their discipline. Make sure those dummies train and not slack off, for I know them well. My rules are simple. No brawls, no booze, no broads, no gambling, no unauthorized absence, no blasphemy, no messing around, and absolutely no belting out obscene songs that get heard all over the camp. Hold on a second. No gambling. How am I supposed to rest? No singing songs, no booze, no broads, so no brothel, no drinking. How am I supposed to rest? No. What else is left there? Well, none of those. You got all that? Yes, Captain. Good. That's it. You're free to go. Get out. New quest added. Regimentation. New quest added. Shot caller. Huh. What are my camp activities then? Gamble? Visit the brothel? Drink? Okay, so he doesn't want me to do these things, but yet it seems I still can. Is this some sort of test? Huh. Is it a new blacksmith here? No. Trade, yeah. Shot caller. Improve the training level of the men in Rolando de Rossi's detachment. Required training level 100. Increase your reputation level among the men. Right. What kind of travel can I do here? I can do scavenge. Military camp. Is that different than... You visit the camp of De Rossi's detachment in the vicinity of Treviso. Training level 58. Maintain order in the camp. Alright, let's click on train the men. You spend some time training Rossi's men. Training quality increased by 5. Reputation with soldiers increased by 2. Time lost 1. Okay, what happens if I click on maintain order? Time lost 1. One morning, a wandering Franciscan monk arrives at the camp, seeking an opportunity to preach to the mercenaries. Calling your men lost souls, mired in sinful practices, he sincerely asks for the opportunity to converse with them and try to convince at least a few of them to turn away from the path of cruelty and violence they have taken. So the captain seems pretty, or not, oh, well, I guess I'm the captain. So he's the commander, we'll say. Okay, so the commander seems very no nonsense. But he said nothing about people of the cloth. Granted, it sounds like the priest is attempting to lure the people away from being here in the camp. So I think he's a distraction. Let's chase the monk away. Virtue decreased by 5. Okay. Spend some time training Damasi's men. What else is there to do besides this? I suppose I can train myself. I seem to be tired. I don't remember being tired when I got here. If I gamble, he's gonna get pissed at me. Of course, praying lowers reputation. Did he say anything about the bathhouse? Yeah, that does make me tired. Let's go for a walk in the woods. Even your modest knowledge of wildlife is enough to know about its extremely dangerous and potent venom that could come in handy during your alchemical practices. But is it worth the risk? I'm honestly not much of a poisoner, so I'll leave it be. After some thought, you decide that the game is not worth the candle and leave the snake alone, going back to your business. Mandrake root, this is new. Interesting. Oh. I wonder if I have a chest here. Okay, I get some money. Some more money. Armed men ambush me, huh? So I went out on this walk in the woods to get rested. And these guys are gonna ruin my rest. Are they any good? Well, they got a weapon skill of 19, so that's not too shabby, actually. Alright, well, this guy in the back, I think, is... we'll go for the limbs on him. Damn it. Of course he'd hit my armor. Recover. Well, let's kill him. Really? Just cut that crap out. let's go around the shield. 100% chance of hitting the head, but only a 55% chance of penetrating the armor. But we're gonna bypass the shield, so let's go for the headshot. Man, this guy keeps shield bashing me. Alright, I think the same thing, go for the head. Man, I'm gonna be good and tired after this. Buckler's worth a fair amount of money. Didn't I have another bandage? Could have swore I did. Wasn't there 2 a second ago? Huh. Character. I do have a chest here. Okay, good. Alright, I'm currently wearing it's 111. That gives 2758. 333 uses quite a bit more stats, obviously. I don't feel like it's a big upgrade. I could carry it around as backup armor in case my current armor just gets too beat up. I have something to wear as like a reserve piece of armor. But do I really want to waste the mail, though? A utility belt. Let's sell that. I think we're gonna sell the Saleh as well. For now, I'm just gonna hang on to that chainmail in hopes we come across a plate chest piece or a placard or something like that. That would be a better fit with it. We need to rest. Well, let's go to the bathhouse. You didn't say anything about a bathhouse, I don't think. Alright, let's click on maintain order. We're unable to agree on something. What began as a minor quarrel is rapid escalation and is on the verge of turning into a mass knife fight. Quickly resolve the conflict by punishing everyone arbitrarily. So, arbitrarily is a word that denotes it has a negative connotation to it. That you just willy-nilly handed out punishment to everybody just because. But I think it's a poor use in this matter because this is a military detachment. If one person fucks up, everybody fucks up. There's nothing arbitrary about punishing the mass when one person in the group screws up. It's very much on purpose. There's nothing arbitrary about it. So I don't like this term arbitrary here. It denotes that I'm just needlessly punishing a bunch of people for no reason. No, I'm purposely punishing a bunch of people for the very reason that it's going to lead to those people who had nothing to do with it being a little bit pissed off and putting peer pressure onto those in the group that did fuck up so that it never happens again. And because I'm retired Navy, and because that's the way a military operates and thinks, I'm choosing this even if it says arbitrary. Considering the rapid reestablishment of discipline to be of more importance than the pursuit of justice, you did not waste time on lengthy investigation and quickly resolved the conflict by imposing harsh punishments on those of its participants who are the first to catch your eye. Reputations with the soldiers decreased by 5, virtue decreased by 5. Yeah, fuck you, game. I don't like that result. See, this just feels like someone who wrote someone who's sticking their politics into something here. It doesn't feel like they actually understand military order and discipline here. A messenger finds and informs you that you have an appointment at the White Bull Inn. When asked who exactly arranged the meeting, he refuses to answer and simply asks you to come this evening. The invitation. Alright, let's go check out this White Bull Inn thing. Back. Having found the White Bull Inn, which turns out to be the best and most expensive inn in the city, you hesitantly go inside, uncertain as to who exactly you should be looking for and where. However, as soon as the front door is open, a servant who has been waiting inside immediately rushes up to you to inform you that you are already expected. 2 minutes later, you find yourself sitting alone in a lavishly furnished room at a richly laid table. Anna, I'm very glad that you accepted my invitation. Anna. Do we run into Anna in a different part of the story? She seems familiar. Why do I know Anna? Man, I think she's in the Brittany route at some point. Maybe I'm confused. My name is Anna. And my name is... I know your name. Know who you are. Know what you're doing here. I know quite a lot about you in general. And what I know about you makes me think that you are probably the one I need. And who do you need? Anna smiles. A person who doesn't ask unnecessary questions. And loves money. Yeah, I'm afraid that doesn't apply to me. I may have ended up here as a mercenary, but I'm not blinded by the glitter of gold. Therefore, I'm afraid I'm not the one you need. Anna sighs. That's a shame. I had big plans for you. Very big. Well, in that case, I must excuse myself. Business cannot wait. Don't worry, the dinner is on me. Virtue increased by 5. How am I doing virtue-wise these days? Alright-ish. My reputation with the soldiers is terrible. What am I doing? I am not too tired. I haven't really spent any time on myself here, which concerns me. But I feel like I don't have time to. Because we're only at 83 training level here. You're too exhausted, okay. Let's go to the bathhouse. This not being able to gamble and visit brothels, etc. Let's try it, see what happens. Well, nothing seemed to have happened. I do want to train myself. Okay. We're gonna go to the bathhouse. Uh-huh. Increase your reputation level among the soldiers to 80. Not sure how I'm supposed to do that. Back. Due to fire at one of the nearby farms that supplied your camp, on the orders of the mayor of Treviso, De Rossi's men are now forced to make do with extremely meager rations, which does not have the best effect on their morale. The mayor promises to resolve the issue, but says that it will take some time. Meanwhile, the soldiers demand that you provide them with normal meals. They fucked up, and I'm gonna pamper them? Again, no, I'm their fucking commander. I'm not their frickin' friend. Virtue decreased. every time I don't like this maintain order in the camp. It's a bunch of bollocks. Alright, let's see what happens here. After spending more than a month in Treviso and getting absorbed in the monotonous daily routine of garrison duty, you start to wonder whether you made the right decision by going to Italy. Yes, the wage is not bad, and the work for a man of your profession is suspiciously safe, but the adventures and dangers to which you become so accustomed during your time at Cambrai are sorely lacking. The promised war with Genoa has not yet begun either, even though you were certain that it would soon break out after rumors spread about a scandal involving the kidnapping of some Venetian politician's daughter by a group of Genoese nobles. This time, however, it has also resulted in a mere exchange of diplomatic notes. The quagmire you got stuck in has been growing deeper and deeper, making your life more miserable with each passing day. The long-awaited opportunity to somehow alleviate the daily annoy presents itself in the form of a wedding of the Treviso mayor's son to the daughter of the Trieste city governor. You cannot attend the wedding wearing armor or carrying a shield, nor are you allowed to have these items in your inventory. Cannot attend the wedding wearing armor or carrying a shield. Nor am I allowed to have them in my inventory. What am I? What am I supposed to wear? Didn't say anything about a weapon. Am I supposed to hit proceed? Long-awaited opportunity to somehow alleviate the daily enemy presents itself in the form of wedding of the Treviso mayor's son to the daughter of the Treviso city governor. Despite De Rossi's request to dress appropriately, you decide not to change your everyday attire, for which you catch hell from the captain? What? Huh? Despite my unpresentable appearance, Huh? I took everything off. According to the captain, the Silver Falcon is not only a favorite vacation spot for the wealthiest people of Italy, but also has a reputation as a neutral territory. A territory that does not take sides in conflict or assist anyone in military operations, but readily provides shelter to anyone willing to pay well for it. And most importantly, its neutrality is respected by all neighbors. The elegance and luxury of the intentions of the Silver Falcon exceed all your expectations in the first few hours after arriving there. You literally, as the captain warned, the struggle to keep your jaw from dropping to the floor in amazement. As you sip wine in one of the chic common halls, surrounded by the wealthy men and the beautiful women accompanying them, you cannot help but admit to yourself that you could not possibly believe that you would ever attend such an event, or that such a place could even exist just a couple of years ago. He's wearing armor. I was told to not wear armor, and I am now chastised for not changing, and you're... The captain downs half his goblet in a gulp and grimaces. This wine isn't half bad, but it can't compare to a good beer, of course. After taking another big swig, De Rossi squints. Do you have kids, Jaames Johnson? Not yet, Captain. You'll get there. But now, take note. I have 4 daughters. Alessandra, Caterina, Julia, and Ornella. And 2 sons. You know how I named my eldest? No, Captain. Luca? And you know I named my youngest? How, Captain? Also Luca. And you know why? Because I'd come home and say, hey Luca, bring your dad a beer. And then poof, I'd get 2. Can't argue with that, right? I'm gonna go find some facilities, because I'm about to start sneezing with my bottom thanks to today's breakfast back at camp. Emilio is for sure a bloody lousy cook. All normal people pray before eating, and only we pray after, in the hopes that God will take pity on us. Anyway, I hope there'll be some brawl about to break out. Tell them not to start without me. See that freckled friend of the groom with the shit-eating grin on his stupid face? The one yelling that he can drop anyone with 1 punch? If anything goes down, that sucker's mine. Are you sure, Captain? He looks tough. De Rossi stares at you silently for a few seconds, then turns his gaze back to the groom's friend, who is still loudly bragging about his strength. I'll drive the head of this smartass into the ground. Muscles won't save him. Alright, I've got to go, or else I'll shoot a brown bolt right in my breeches. You're in charge until I'm back. Left alone among the high society public, you start to feel a little out of place and glance around the room in the search of familiar faces. Acquaintances check past. At the far end of the hall, you catch sight of Anna, coquettishly cooing about something with the mayor of Treviso, who's holding her by the elbow. Laughing heartily at his jokes, she looks up somewhere in your direction. You try to lock eyes with her, but she doesn't notice you, or pretends not to notice you. Prestige. How am I supposed to pass prestige checks when I was told to take everything the fuck off? Right, this game is pissing me off right now, and I wish I could somehow go back and redo everything. Following the captain's example, you drain your goblet in 1 gulp. The Silver Falcon is definitely a much more pleasant place than the military camp under the walls of Treviso, but it is impossible for you to shake off the uncomfortable feeling that you don't belong here. The rich people dancing and laughing all around you, the ladies in revealing outfits with predatory glances, and the snobbish aristocrats really bossing the servants around feel that you are a stranger. and you could swear that you occasionally overhear their whispers. They discuss you with clear condemnation. They wonder why and how you ended up here, as well as when you'll finally be kicked out. One empty goblet is followed by the second, and then the third. Alcohol helps to calm you down, but it doesn't save you from overwhelming sadness. You are 1,000 miles away from home in a foreign land, surrounded by people who deeply despise you, and a strangely inexhaustible goblet of wine in your hand. The feeling that you took a wrong turn somewhere in your life, which seemingly came out of nowhere, doesn't go away until you drowned it in wine. One of the guests tries to ask you something, but you respond incoherently. Time flies by unnoticed amid countless dishes, rivers of alcohol, music, and dancing. And soon the first day of festivities come to an end. You do not let go of the goblet for a moment this whole time, and at sunset you are already dead drunk. Given your lowly status and plain appearance, you get a small room in the servant's wing for the night. The bed is hard and uncomfortable, and you toss and turn for quite a while before sleeping finally overtakes you. How am I supposed to pass procedure? Fatigue level increases. Check the rooms. Waste the pigs. We need no prisoners. Can't drag them with us anyway. You struggle to lift your head, heavy with the sudden awakening and yesterday's massive consumption of alcohol, and try to figure out what is going on. The cacophony of muffled cries, furniture clattering, and sounds of blows coming from all directions overwhelms your receptors as you are still drowsy. Clutching your head with its which is ringing like a bell, you take a step towards the door, just in time to see it literally fly off its hinges from a powerful blow, allowing armed men to rush inside right after. Okay, I'm tired. These guys are fresh. I wonder, can I hit them in a defensive stance at all? I can actually. Well, let's do that. What the hell? Let's go for the neck. Alright, this should finish him. Of course. Alright, well, we need to respite. And again, I have no idea how much fighting is going to be happening after this. Alright, let's go for the neck. Yeah, sure, we'll search him. Can I use medicine right now? No. Large group of heavily armed thugs runs rapid inside the Silver Falcon, breaking into rooms, beating, robbing guests, as well as shamelessly stealing any valuables they could find, from gold, jewelry to candlesticks and carved tableware. It is dangerous to linger here, and Derasi still remains somewhere inside. Search for Derasi. First of all, you decide to find the captain and carefully move towards his suite along the corridor. On the way, you encounter another group of bandits, busy looting a richly furnished suite, but you manage to slip by. Fortunately, it doesn't take long for you to find the captain. Derasi is in his suite. You find him lying on the floor in a pool of his own blood with a dagger sticking out of his eye socket. Seeing no point to staying here any longer, you decide to leave the Silver Falcon and return to Trevisa as soon as possible. Well, let's have a look around. The attack caught you off guard, so you decide to have a look around before going in search of Derasi. Really? As you move along the corridors of the Silver Falcon, you peek into one of the open rooms, which appears to be someone hastily abandoned suite with a pile of discarded belongings that the robbers have not yet had time to grab. Unfortunately for them, you end up here first, and that means only one thing. Bandits won't get everything. A gambeson. A water skin. I suppose a bandage would be alright. We don't need the stool. Can we please equip this? You encounter another squad of robbers from behind the nearest corner. Oh, I forgot to take medicine. What are we looking at with these guys? Weapon skill 6. Okay, so no threat. Weapon skill 8, again no threat. Can I hit him from defensive stance like I could the last group? Yeah, possibly. Winded. Marauder in the neck. Let's go for the gusto. Really? Yeah, almost back to fresh. Another one. Oh, and he hit me. Nice. What are we dealing with here? Again. Son of a... Balance. attack. Do I go for the limbs? Yeah. Just load it again. Now, items aren't going to do me any good if I'm dead. Really? I don't have any wine? I know water skin isn't going to do much of anything right now. Could I kill him with the headshot? I think that's our best bet. If we go for the limbs, he's going to be alive and he'll be able to shoot. Yeah, there's the chance I might injure his arm. But I don't know. This guy has managed to not miss a shot the entire time. So I feel like he just needs to die. Or I will die. I was hoping to get back to fresh on this guy. Okay, one more time. Okay, that's good and fresh. That's all 100%, but that's overkill. Let's do a spear thrust. Let's pick it all up. Remember to use medicine before the next fight. That's worth 50, 60, 45, 10. Blackjack is 60. I have a wine bottle here. Can I go to my inventory and equip that? Can I use? Yes. Let's use one more of these. Find the nearest. How healthy am I? Pretty healthy now. Is there anything else I can wear? Metal bracers? Yes. Oh, it's a trinket. Well, that makes sense, I suppose. Wonder if I should go spear and shield for right now, just because I'm caught off guard and kind of in a more defensive situation. If I end up against another crossbowman, the shield could save my butt. I think I'm gonna. Alright, how good are these guys? Weapon skill 7, poison dagger. Weapon skill 7. I should be alright. Well, go right to his body. The head could probably kill him if I land it. Okay. I don't remember him having a crossbow. Oh, he did. I shouldn't be able to do Faint Strike while I'm holding a shield. It's gonna let me? Okay, cannot perform with the shield. So from other Let's Plays of this, generally if you go for the body, the shield tends to block you. But if you go for extremities like arms, you can more often or not get around the shield. So that's why I went for the arms there. Went it again. Really? I mean, I could... This will probably get blocked by the shield, sadly. Yep. Just gonna stick going for the limbs. And he dropped the shield now. Well, it didn't matter. He was one limb's hit away from dying anyway. Forget. Thank you. Screw it. Let's use a medicine. It'll give us a little more room in our inventory anyway. As you move along the corridors of the Silver Falcon, you notice a ransacked luxury suite which until recently served as a place of rest for some fat cat and the young beauty who accompanied him. The room has been turned upside down, but the robbers clearly did not have time to get everything. Luckily for everyone, you are on hand to assist with such matters. Oh, look at this. go ahead and equip that. We can look all kinds of fancy today. I do have a bandage in here. I thought I had already gotten rid of it. Okay, the scabbard is 150. That jacket is 152, right? Yeah. Well, let's get rid of a normal antidote and get the better version. Well, Falcon is 45. I don't necessarily need all the tourniquets, I suppose. I have no helmets I can put on, no leggings I can put on. I should be fine though. Do I want to continue to use the shield? How good is this armor? 2095. How much does the shield use? 1 coordination. It's not a huge penalty. I think we're going to continue to use the shield for this fight. Just to be safe. Neither of these guys have shields, so it's fine. This will work out great for us. Weapon skill is 7. Oh, look at that. He's got a placard. I hope he drops that. He's got a poison weapon. Weapon skill is 7. Alright, well, a broadsword is worth more than the falcon. I want to search for Anna. I have a feeling she's an assassin. And that she hired all of these thugs. And she might be a bit of a difficult fight. What is this? Renegade. So yeah, he's not just a criminal. He's a major criminal, huh? Weapon skill of 8. Weapon skill is 6. How am I winded? He should die from the bleed. Yep. Make sure I'm good and rested. Alright, well, if I go for the neck and the head, I'm going to get blocked by his shield. So I'm going to go for the limbs. Whoa! Hello! That wasn't supposed to happen. Well, it doesn't matter where I am now. $70, $50, $130, $125. Alright, well, let's use some stuff. $70. The whip is technically worth more than some of the things. Alright, let's leave the inn. I'm done messing around here. I mean, I'm curious what's in the cellars. Let's just leave. Look for another way. Do I have room in? Yes. You encounter another squad of robbers from behind the nearest corner. What do we got here? Devil Incarnate and Renegade. He's got a crossbow. Crossbow skill of 10. Amount of boats almost none. No crossbow. We're going for his limbs to incapacitate him. And blocked with shield. I haven't noticed, but have I been getting virtue for killing these unvirtuous people? Be nice if I have been. Didn't say anything about popping up virtue for it. Otherwise, what's the reason for showing the virtue of these characters? Why do I need to know that? I'm not sure how that plays into things here. Hit him in the neck. Let's just recover fatigue. I don't think they got anything all that valuable. I mean, is there no other way out? There's only one place left, so I guess we might as well go there. Merchant pouch. Capacity 9. Gambeson would be useful in crafting, but I need to make inventory space for the said merchant's pouch. Okay, now that I have that, I can utilize it because it can hold more stuff. Equip that wine bottle. Let's equip the antidote. Grab these and proceed. You encounter another squad of robbers from behind the nearest corner. Okay, these are just normal criminals. Nothing impressive here. No crossbow, nothing impressive here. Spread the poison around. Can we finish him off with a spear thrust? I don't know. I don't think that's enough. Well, that will be. Want to stay fresh. I can't imagine they have anything great on them. And I'm running out of stuff to kind of toss aside. Let's just rest. There's nothing else to look around at. I'm gonna have to leave through the main entrance. I think I'm gonna have to fight my way through. weapon skill is 7. No crossbow. He has a poison axe. Weapon skill is 6. He's got a poison flail. No crossbow. These guys really aren't dangerous to me. Will the head be enough? It is good. Uh-oh. Alright, what do we got here? Crossbow skill of 8. He's got lots of bolts, but pretty low crossbow skill, actually. He's got a shield on his back. Let's go for his head. Okay, he's gone. Who's the new guy? No crossbow. He's got a poison weapon. Low weapon skill, though. his shield is nearly done. We're going to hit him with a normal spear thrust towards the head. Blocked with shield. That's why that's the whole reason we have the shield, is for these guys. Crossbow skill of 13. That's a little scarier. He could actually hit me relatively consistently, and he's got lots of bolts, so he's a high priority. Now, who's in this slot? No threat. Dropped his shield. Good deal. In the neck. Alright, we're reaching the end of the line for the guys we have to fight through. In the head. Respite one more time. Completely fresh. And we're going to finish him off with a spear thrust to the head. Yeah, might as well search him. I think this is the last fight anyway. Bargain spell. Blackjack. Aventail would be what am I gonna toss to make some room? Discard a hunter's knife. Let's just make sure. Yeah, I don't have anything on my head, right? Alright, well this is worth the most money. And we will proceed. Having safely left the inn and returned to camp, you immediately raise the alarm and alert the detachment, which has just begun to slowly wake up. Subsequent events unfold rapidly. A large detachment under Genoese banners appear on the horizon less than an hour after you return. You do not want to risk engaging them in open field, so you order your men to pull back behind the city walls. The Genoese, however, are not deterred by this maneuver and immediately proceed to storm the city without further ado. With the Rosie, the mayor, and the captain of the city guard all absent, staying at the Silver Falcon, you appear to be the most senior commander, which forces you to take charge of the city's defenses. However, the lack of any relevant experience quickly becomes apparent. You are unable to quickly and efficiently position your men on the walls, allowing the Genoese to reach them with assault ladders without suffering any losses, and soon enough the battle is already raging inside the city fortifications. Seeing that the situation is deteriorating by the minute, you decide to join your men on the walls. I'm not allowed to use my armor yet, huh? Because I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, that seems to be the case. Alright, the question is this shield a positive or a hindrance at this stage? Because I do have something on my head now and a... I'm gonna ponder that. However, as I have a feeling that whatever's going forward here, this next set of fights, is going to be a little more serious than escaping from whatever that manor was. And as such, it's likely going to be time consuming. So in order to avoid another 3-hour video, we're going to end this particular episode here mid-chapter, and we will pick up the defense of the city in the next episode. Anyway, I'm Jaames Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button, consider subscribing, and until the next time, all, peace.